Hi, and welcome to Movies Suck. Today we're going to have a look at Angel Has Fallen, the long-awaited sequel to White House Down. Olympus Has Fallen. Or was that London Has Fallen? Or maybe Revenge of the Fallen? I'm kidding. Of course, the whole Transformers franchise has fallen off the end of the earth. And hopefully it'll stay there. Anyway, Angel Has Fallen is the sequel nobody expected from a series that you wouldn't have expected to be a series, seeing as they're really all just standalone movies that share some characters in common and the returning actors. I remember seeing the original Olympus Has Fallen in the cinema and being utterly bored and longing for it to end and put me out of my drawn-out misery. It was a film that was too long, too uninspired, and that suffered from being almost identical to a film released later that same year called White House Down, which was no less long drawn out and badly paced. And the less said about London Has Fallen, the better for everybody. I nearly walked out on that movie, which would have been a first for me, since I can sit through just about anything. And I mean, I watched The Room. Yeah, I did. I even sat through Carnosaur. Take that, boring ass Transformers movies. Luckily, Angel Has Fallen suffers less from these problems than its previous incarnations. Gerrard Butler is as good as ever in the role of a gunslinger whose best days are behind him, but has enough of an edge that he's still more than capable of taking on an entire paramilitary army single-handedly, although that accent does grate a little. Morgan Freeman does what Morgan Freeman does, and just be's the president, doing presidency sounding things. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if a good proportion of the USA believes that Morgan Freeman actually is the president, or possibly God. The film starts out with Mike Banning doing a bit of tactical paintball with an old friend who used to be a mercenary contractor, but is now getting by as a war-experienced venue runner. We see that Mike is taking some kind of medication, which we later discover are painkillers for his various injuries, probably from the previous two movies, which would be tough on Jack Bauer, let alone poor old Mike Banning. We find that Mike is in line to become the new director of the Secret Service, but before he gets a chance to take on his new role, the president is attacked while out fishing. This sounds like your run-of-the-mill attack, but is all up to date because he is attacked by explosive drones, which are the obvious choice really, since these days drones are all the rage, and all high-tech. Hollywood likes to think outside of the box. I mean, they gave us a brave and beautiful female superhero recently. Hello? What's that, history? You say we had strong female leads before? And even female superheroes? My god, you mean Captain Marvel wasn't the first one? Anyway, I digress. Mike saves the president once again, but he and the president are knocked unconscious by the shockwave of the explosive drones. Waking later in the hospital, he finds out he's been framed for the attempted murder of the president and the murder of the entire Secret Service protection team. Obviously, he will need to prove his innocence, and so embarks on a long drawn-out escape that sees him find that he is being targeted by a familiar enemy that you will probably figure out very early in the movie, just as I did. He also reconnects with his long-lost dad, played by the great Nick Nolte, in his usual grizzled kind of way, and after some hijinks and a bit of back and forth that gives us the only comedy movements in this movie, Mike is back on the road to save the president once again. The action in this movie is well paced. I didn't find myself bored at any point, which is an unusual blessing in this modern time of bland stories and frame-by-frame pointless recreations of great movies. Obviously, there's nothing new here. We've all seen this story numerous times, but Angel Has Fallen is a harmless bit of action that at times really draws you in and gets you thinking about what could be possible in this modern age. I found the ending of the movie poignant and emotionally charged as a man. The way that camaraderie and honour works between men, and the way we deal with strong emotion, is so out of step with modern ideals that it's nice to see it being dealt with in a way that I can relate to. So to summarise, I would say that Angel Has Fallen is good, and though it has moments that are a bit too stupid to be taken seriously, it's well made and engrossing enough to make a worthwhile watch, And for once, I didn't regret giving the cinema my scandalously extorted money. What the hell is going on? I keep watching movies that don't suck as badly as I was expecting. Is it just a blip, or has Hollywood finally figured out how to make good movies again? No, it's a blip. I have no doubt that Hollywood will throw a rehashed, badly thought out remake at me very shortly, and I'll be clawing my eyes out and bleeding from my ears as Natasha Romanoff bleats on about her feminist empowerment, or Jane Bond beats up a guy 3 times her size while single-handedly taking down an evil tech mastermind with nothing more than a pocket calculator and a smug grin. Why, Hollywood? Why can't you just make good movies? Why can't we keep agendas out of filmmaking? Why must I constantly be bombarded with boring, endless tropes and dumb storylines? So full of holes you could use them for a crazy golf course. Ah well, at least I can still watch Ice Cold in Alex. And Angel Has Fallen. So anyone there at home, go out and see this film. You're not going to be wasting your money, provided you like action movies that feel kind of like the old 80s sort of stuff. Well, 80s crossover to 90s anyway. So if you do, this is the movie for you. If, on the other hand, you like, modern films, give this one a miss. This is Movies Suck, signing out.